Welcome to our show where it's something to do with shopping, and we're going to help you do something that my coworker is going to tell you.
That's right. This month's Cosmo, spice up your sex life by bringing fiery poops in the bedroom.
You know, the bedroom has really become a really sanitary place.
Exactly.
I mean, you just don't see the amount of temporary... can't read that fast enough.
What she means to say is it's not quite exciting anymore. So, what we have come up with, or what of our latest studies have shown, is fiery poops really spices things up in the bedroom.
Yeah, like, really, it's really weird, but it's better than the last month's trend, which was pounding nails.
And the month before, which was spaghetti.
I mean, like, who thought that was a good idea?
Right? But fiery poops, that's something entirely different.
Yeah, it's like glory holes.
Very noisy.
Yeah, and people have just gotten so narrow-minded with their sex lives that they just draw all the fun out of it. It's like, it's never quite as fun as my grandpa.
That's exactly what I think, Sharissa. So here, we're gonna try to sell you some fiery poops. Now, you know how bedrooms these days are, as you said earlier, kind of clean.
Yeah.
Kind of like a farm. What I try to think of when I go into a bedroom, I try to feel like a bedroom's tall, you know? It's gotta have like stature, you know? It's gotta have the build of a lifeguard.
Yeah, and you gotta have an AR-15 assault rifle.
Sure.
Somewhere in there, just to spice things up.
But at the same time, it has to be comfortable.
Yeah, like gladiatorial combat.
But if we're trying to get, you know, out of this world, we gotta spice it up a bit.
Yeah, you gotta be tasty.
So, well, speaking of tasty, having fiery poops in your bedroom will make your sex life a hell of a fun more time.
Yeah, you'll just be fluent in all the ways that you can just be in the bedroom. It'll never be boring. It's just gonna be mountainous all day.
One moment you can go from reading a book or
smoking.
or being, you know, supportive of your significant other while eating beets.
Yeah.
Normal things that normal people do.
Yeah, and while you're worried about the beets leaving red stains all over things, you can be just thinking about how economical you are.
Exactly. And as I was saying, we only get our poops from the trusted places, like from schools during recess, or cowboys, kangaroos, Mickey Mouse, very good contact.
Yeah, we like to get people who always make poor life choices.
Like clowns.
Yeah. I mean, you can't get the really fiery bad poops that you would normally get from someone who's healthy or someone who's just firm. Like, they gotta be like Jello all the time.
They can't be depressed. We're looking for some really solid quality poops here.
Yeah, ones that just make you creepy. That just freak you out.
Now normally, you know, your sexy time in the bedroom is normally, you know, places that you would keep in that, like, sort of comfortable home place.
But pedophiles.
Yeah. But with fiery poops, that expands, you know, your home place of sexy time. You can, you know, have fiery poops in an igloo. You can
have it in large Go-Gurt.
Mm-hmm. Or you can have it on the 4th of July.
Yeah. It's the best on the 4th of July, especially when there's dinosaurs around.
And there's nothing like getting those fiery poops going when you're riding a bike.
Yeah.
It's one tip from ourselves here.
Yeah, it just make you want to rip into a man's chest and pull out his still beating heart, just because that'll just build so much lean passion.
And again, we only get our fiery poops from trusted sources like babysitters, my grandma. You know, we go in some people's basements. You know, only the most secure places.
Yeah, and we often go on we often go on to Barney and we get some kind of Birdman because they poop. Their poop is really awesome for this.
Yes.
And then we take all that and then we go riding on horses.
Exactly. Also, another one of the contacts I forgot to mention. He told me to give him a little, little shout out. Stuart Little is one of our big fiery poop supplier. But here's another list of tips of what to eat to obtain fiery poops.
If you can't buy ours.
Exactly.
You can buy our book that tells you.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit of what's in that book.
Here's a few tips. You should probably eat corn on the cob, cherry pie, gummy bears, and what normally works is Barbie dolls.
Yes.
It makes those poops very solid.
And very resonant.
Yes.
They'll just, when you gotta collect it, because it'll just be resonating inside you, just like tap dancing like there's no tomorrow.
Or yo-yos.
We hope you buy a product and see.